is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 9 now. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 14. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position. And sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's a give up the middle. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. The Panthers had 10-3 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the...
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Fakes a handoff here. Corral. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On third down, Corral. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second and 11. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not had to go out more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Koo knocks this one through the post. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Shoves him aside. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders to join them in the effort.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken in at the 3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive I just don't expect him to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. In motion goes the tight end. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Corral sets up play action. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Corral. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's got a man, complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far. You know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Corral. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Let's watch it and find out who's right.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action here, Corral. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Corral. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The slot man in motion right.
18
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral going to look to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Back to throw, Corral. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.